Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're talking about childcare guilt and specifically how do we get over feeling guilty that our kids are in daycare. As Exhibit A, I would like to include this video. This is not staged, you guys. As I was coming up with the idea of what to say in this video, I was changing Pax's diaper. And I immediately opened the diaper and was literally immediately peed on in my eyeball, in my hair. This is baby pee on my shirt. I am not kidding. No warning, no chance to cover it back up. Pee fountain from the diaper to my eye. My mascara is running from a pee fountain. All right, so I hope that gives you everything you need. Now that's the end of the video. No, I'm kidding, but that's why I had to change clothes, because I changed the kid's diaper and he peed in my eyeball. We're all just moms, right? All of us who have to change clothes, redo our mascara because the baby with his very strong stream of urine peed in our eyes. I would like to say this is the first time it's happened. Well, it is the first time he's peed in my eye, and honestly, Milo never really did that, but this kid you change his diaper, pee goes everywhere. I can't even control it. I don't know. I don't have anything else to say about this. Let's just do this video. So a common question I get on Instagram is, how do you get over feeling guilty about taking your kid to daycare? I'm going to be real honest here. At some point in my life, I have felt guilty about being away from my kids or about missing a lot of their lives. Mainly when I was in residency medical training because the hours were crazy. That being said, I've never really felt guilty about daycare, as opposed to other forms of childcare. I've never felt guilty that we chose daycare as one of our childcare options. I feel like in the entirety of parenting, that people have always had a village, and that daycare has become a thing because our villages are so spread out now. A lot of people have family members who take care of their kids, and that's awesome. If you live close enough to a family member to have them care for your child, that is so great. But some of us don't live close to our family members, or our parents are still working full time, or they don't want to keep our kids all the time. Whatever it may be, we just don't have that blood related village. And so we choose to put our kids into daycare so that we can continue to do other things like work, either because we have to or because we want to. Either of those is just fine. Or we choose to have a nanny, and that's great too. If you can afford that and it works the best for your family, that's awesome. These are just different ways of having a village. Does that make sense? If I had my whole family here living in the same town as us, then we wouldn't need to have our kids in daycare, but we don't have that, and daycare has become our village. We trust them, we love them, the kids love them, they develop excellent relationships with them, and it's great. So this is not going to be a long video because all I really want to tell you guys is that daycare should not make you feel guilty. It is your village, and you don't have to feel guilty because you don't have a blood-related village who can help you. That is okay. This is just natural to need people to help you raise your kids. It's not like you're not their parent. You aren't giving them away. You're still raising them. You can ask any of my kids who raises them, and they will tell you it is us. Nobody is replacing us. They're just helping us when we're working. And I guess at some point in my life I felt guilty about being away from my kids a lot, but I just at this point have decided I don't feel guilty about childcare. Whatever childcare option we've decided to use, I don't feel guilty about it. So let me tell you a little bit about the kind of childcare that we have used. We had an au pair when I was an intern. I was gone a lot, and she kept the kids from 8 to 5 while I was working and while my husband was working, and it was really, really wonderful because she also lived with us, and so she was a part of our family. We developed an excellent relationship with her. We love her to this day, And she got to have a really unique experience by coming to the United States and learning about us and our family and the US, and she traveled and she made friends, and I think it was a really great experience for her as well. That was nice for me because she was with the kids at home, and so I didn't have to like get them up and get them ready and get them to daycare every day. I had a little more time to spend with them at home. And when you're a resident, especially in a surgical specialty, but really in anything, your time is so limited. So every single minute mattered, and she would bring them to see me at the hospital, to eat lunch with me, all kinds of things that just made that year so much more manageable. After that, the twins were 18 months, and we decided we were going to put them in daycare. It was close to our house, it was affordable, and we felt like that was the right thing to do. They bloomed socially there. They learned to interact with other kids. They made friends. They loved their teachers, and they got on a little bit more of a learning schedule. So I don't feel like it was a negative thing at all. I don't have guilt about daycare, and you should not have guilt about daycare either. So my answer to this question when I get it on Instagram is, I don't have daycare guilt, and you don't have to either. This is your village. Use them, love them, accept them, thank them for making whatever you have to do or want to do a possibility. I feel very lucky to be in a position where I work because I want to. Well, I'm working now because I have to until my loans are paid off. But after my loans are paid off, I will continue working because I want to. I want to work. I have a job I love. I worked hard to get this job, and I want to work. Not everybody's in that position, and that's okay too. It's okay if you're putting your kids in daycare because you have to work. We all have to live. I promise you, they would rather go to daycare for however many hours a week they're there than not have food or a roof over their head. I promise. That being said, there's a lot of people who don't have to use daycare, who are stay-at-home moms, who have families, who have villages that live close to them and can keep their kids, and that's great too. I just feel like we should all, let's all just be nice to each other. Don't make anyone feel guilty for putting their kid in daycare. Please, please, please don't ever do that. And you should never make somebody feel guilty for not having a job outside the home, because we all know as parents that being at home is a huge job. And sometimes, I am not going to lie, going to work feels like a break to me. It's true. Okay? I mean, let's not forget that in the whole discussion of stay-at-home moms. I know they get breaks. I know they get to do self-care, and a lot of them have really excellent husbands or family members who help make that happen. But I sometimes feel like I'm really happy I get to go to work today. My kids need a break from me. We're driving each other nuts, and I like my job, so that's what it is. Wow, that was really ranty. Should I still post this? I'm still gonna post this. I think I say this in every video, but what am I if not honest on the internet? I mean, everybody works it out differently. I don't feel guilty over having my babies in daycare. They thrive there, they learn there, they have a village there, they have friends there. Milo loves going to school. Like every day when he gets up, he's like, I go to school today. He likes it. Like he likes being there, and I like him having that nice routine and schedule, and it's a good thing. It's all around a good thing. So yeah, that is why I don't feel guilty about my kids being in daycare, and also proof that you can still have a very authentic and complete parenting experience even if you're working a lot and your kids are in daycare. Thanks for joining in. I hope you guys will subscribe if you like what we share here, and support us. We really appreciate that. I love all of you guys so much. Thank you for giving me this platform to speak to moms and women and everyone else who might happen upon this video. All right. See you guys next time. I forgive you. I forgive you for peeing in my eye. I will never forget it, but I do forgive you. Like when Monday comes, sometimes I'm kind of happy my kids are in daycare. I don't know. Judge me. Do it. I dare you.